Good morning everyone, and today we're going to do a Scottish lock up in Sutherland, and so here we go. I'll just try it out for you, and the mountains will be coming close up to us more or less in this one, and oh yeah, so come across to about here. You could put a little house there if you wanted to, but purely up to you. But I'm going to leave it out there really. Oh, not too early. And I think that's about it. That we have. Now, a bit further over. This nice and light here, sun catching it. The sun up back over there at back, coming towards us. I don't know, we might put another one in there, but we'll have this a bit light down here, this dark, and this area light because it's coming towards us. This we'll do in sky, Payne's grey here. And this Payne's grey, this water, and that's a painting. Okay, let's go and do a bit. I'll start off with some Payne's grey into the sky, I think. Careful with this because you know what it's like with the sky. You have to get it just right. We'll just wet it in. It's very warm in here as usual. Well, I have like a cool day myself, but it's very warm today. Okay, a little bit of Payne's grey. Let's see, oh it'll be okay, it'll dry out. It's strong but it'll dry out. But I'll not go too far over because of the mountains in the way into it. We'll have it where the mountains coming over. We'll make it a bit lighter here where that mountain is coming up. No, remember that what I just showed you. Now be careful here because don't have too much wet running. Now I can just put a little bit more grey in there while it's not too. Let's see if I can just take some of it out because I'm mounted it. And then it won't show bad underneath it, will it? So a little bit of Payne's grey here. There's a little bit of sharp edge there, but it won't matter. And there. And that's it. Let's not do any more of that. Leave it at that. I think that's okay. What's balancing here? The clouds coming over this side. I'm not talking very well, am I? Leave it at that then. So I told you we're having that mountain there. Let's pick up this brush. We'll have to just dry that a bit, won't we? Okay, to carry on. I'll do this mountain at the side first. So I want some brown, dark brown, a bit of some blue in it. Let's just see where we are for colour. Oh no, that's okay. It has to come across this way. Let's dry our brush out. What should I do? I'm going to put some lemon yellow in here. Okay. And then I'm going to put some raw sienna, which I might just give it that bit of a warmth sunny look. Catching it. Ah yeah, over there. That's just how it looks, isn't it, really? You get that greeny look with it. Right? Okay. So, a bit of brown in it, so it's not too... Now it comes across there, doesn't it, like that? Now, I think we've caught that in our first layer, so... Just I missed a bit there, it doesn't matter. So I'll leave it at that. That first layer, we've caught that just about right. So the next one will come here and across here, won't it? Now this is to be a little bit darker and not quite as bright as this because the sun's coming across. So it'll be a little bit darker. This time you can mix a bit of Payne's grey into your burnt umber, give you that darkness if you want. But let's be careful we don't have it too dark. It has to be on a browny cast, doesn't it? You need a browny look with it. So, now you have to be ready for this because you have to get, as you come in here, you have to be very quick. You have to be at speed. So, here, now this has to be done at speed. It can be a little bit darker, but do it now. Do it now, don't... Now we're starting to get there now. Let's get some sienna into it, a raw sienna, but not too weak. A bit of burnt sienna with it if you want. It might be a bit stronger for you. Burnt sienna, but do it, you know, don't waste any time. You have to have it done quick just to get it perfect, otherwise you'll lose it and you won't get it looking right. Very difficult, but can be done. I'd say it doesn't like being messed about with watercolour, you know. It doesn't like messing about. That's it. Okay there. Now just got to get it right there, can you see? Now we're going to bring a fire mountain in. Now just be careful this one. I'm talking with a brush in my mouth. Now we have to be careful with this. We'll try some ultramarine blue. Yeah, and a little bit of, I'm using cad red. Please yourself what you use. You can use a bit of alizarin, yeah, if you like, you know, it's up to you. So it's a warm browny colour with a bit of blue in it, I would say. So let's just see if it's anything like what we require. No. It will lighten out. We won't go too high with this one because I want to keep that lovely light shade. Can you see it's drying already? It's like lightning drying in here now. Now we could just about get another little bluey one here. Hardly able to see this, I think. Wouldn't you? So far away. Now then, coming down into the foreground here, you've got these colours of just about right with one chancer, having a chance in and doing it. mixing your colour. Don't start going over and everything, or you'll just ruin it all. Just try and get these colours just right before you go on. Not easy, it's not easy, that one. So the one here, we want a warm colour again, because we're coming to the light in it, aren't we, down here at the bottom. So we're having some raw sienna, or a little bit stronger is yellow ochre, but it doesn't matter, any of those two will do it. So we're bringing this in, keeping it rather light. So it comes across, it'll come across here like this. That's a break in there, this between there and there, because I'm giving a bit of distance to it. Anyway, you'll see what I'm bringing it about in a minute. Can you see now? I'm going as bad as anything. I'm not noticing what I'm doing. And we can you see that what I'm doing. Now these could be stones in the water. It's only the beginning of a river, isn't it? Of course, stones would have worn round, wouldn't they? Yeah. Now, that okay? You can try it. The colours is the hardest thing. Getting the mixing of your colours without doing loads and loads of extra work. So there we are. That's up to there. I must admit, I've done this quickly because, oh, something, that's not dry. I'm sorry, just a second, everyone. Just catching that with my hand. Yeah, that should hold it for, that should dry it for a minute. I've just been catching it. So I'm just putting some trees in here. Now just make sure we get the right strength of the tree. And that'll do. Now just at the water's edge, it's dark across there. And here and there's stones, isn't there? Here on the porch, just down here, stones there. there. Now just a little bit darker down one side, isn't there, always? Maybe just a little bit. There we are. And then, oh, we just need a little darker tree here. Just that little bit darker. Straight up. And I don't think I'll do much more, just that should be enough really, shouldn't it? Perhaps an old tree there. That's it. No, I don't think that should have been there, but still, never mind. Now that's about it really, so we'll just do the water and then that'll be finished, won't it? Now this is one where I've brought you closer into the scene. The big large mountains. Done loose as usual, but put on and left. No overpainting on this at all. I mean, it's fine overpainting. But I've never been one to do it. I've always got mud. I think it's alright in acrylic and oil, yes. But a lot of watercolour, they seem to go muddy. There you are.